Dan Reichert, Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. I live in Lincoln, Nebraska in the off season.
Is that where you're from originally?
Originally from California. Grew up in California, and then when I played with the Kansas City Royals, just kind of stayed in the Midwest. During the off season, I've gotten into hunting. And the Midwest has very good hunting, so we just kind of
not a whole lot in California.
No. California, every animal is pretty much protected in California. So in the Midwest, I've gotten into deer hunting, gotten into duck hunting, pheasant hunting, stuff like that. So lived in Kansas City, when I was with the Royals, and then just kind of migrated from Kansas City to Omaha, and now to Lincoln. So I call Lincoln my hometown from now on.
Now, this has been a fantastic season for you. And I know that breaking the league record in wins, it's a special stat because, to get that many wins in a season is a huge personal accomplishment. It says a lot about your consistency, your durability, and your talent. But it's also a team stat. So I was wondering if you could kind of, address what it means for you individually, but also as a part of the Blue Crabs, team.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The day before I started to try for the 18th, I was very nervous the day before, and then of course the day of, I kept thinking all day, am I going to pitch good? Am I going to pitch bad? I pitched against York before. They've scored a lot of runs on me, in the past. So this is going to be another game where I give up 6 or 7 runs in the first couple of innings, and not even have a chance to get it. But when I came into the clubhouse, you had that feeling that the guys were pulling for me, really, really hard. And then after that first inning we came in, you could feel in the dugout that everybody was aware of what was potentially about to happen. If we didn't score more runs than the other team 18 of those times, I'd be 0-18. So it really says a lot for our team, that every time I've gone out there to pitch, it really says a lot to them, saying, hey, Dan's going to give us, 5, 6, 7, quality innings, so let's score, absolutely as many runs as we can, because they knew that I was going to give them, everything I had, when I went out there to pitch every 5 days.
Do you have kind of like a day of game routine or superstition or anything like that as a starter?
Not really. If you get into superstitions, then you have to have a superstition for your superstition. I like to call them routines. If you get into certain routines, I guess those could be your superstitions. But day of, I always eat, the same thing for breakfast.
Which is?
Pancakes, bacon, and eggs.
Do you make it yourself, or do you have a place you go?
There's a little place down the road from where I live here in Waldorf that has a really good breakfast, and it's cheap too. So it's not like you're going out and spending $15 or whatnot for a breakfast.
Not Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Just plain old pancakes, bacon, and then an egg over medium. So, and then on the way to the field, I would stop by Subway, get a meatball sandwich on honey oat with pepper jack cheese and oregano, and a chocolate chip cookie, of course, for dessert afterwards. Subway has the best chocolate chip cookies. And then you after you get done eating, you get into that routine of already your mind, preparing your body, to get ready for the big day. I always go out right at 6:30. And then once the clock hits 6:30, I start my running routine to get the body loose. Being older, it takes a little longer to get the body going. The blood needs to travel farther, I guess you could say. But then after that, it's just for playing so long, what your body needs, to get ready. For doing it for so long. Just kind of second nature, almost like breathing. You get on the mound and you start throwing, exactly when the time is that you're loose and you're ready to go for the game.
Aside from the 18th, which would be, obvious, is there one game this season that really stands out for you as being, special or an important win or anything you need to?
I want to say earlier in the year, maybe the first half of the year, we were in Long Island. We had a 4-game series with them, and we swept them. And I think the last game of the series there for the sweep, I want to say I threw a complete game shutout against them. And I think that kind of set the tone for the rest of the season. We came into the clubhouse, we were jumping and hooping and hollering, in the clubhouse. Yeah, we just swept Long Island. Anytime you sweep a team is always fun. But going out on that to sweep a team, throwing, all 9 innings, throwing a shutout, especially against Long Island, a very good team, a team that's been around for a long, long time. That was very, very special, that game.
Now, here we are in the playoffs. You're playing your old team. Is it different in the Atlantic League playing a former team than, say, in affiliated ball? I mean, how is there the same kind of like, I'm gonna, go back and face these guys, these are my old club, or is it a little different?
when you're out on the mountain, you hear the announcer, and now batting Adam Greenberg, and last year it's like, oh, Greenberg, come on, Greenberg, we need a hit, and now it's like, no, we don't need a hit, I really want to get this guy out, or facing Louis Rodriguez, the catcher that caught me all of last year, great guy, and then seeing him come to play, and you're like, oh man, I'd rather be throwing to you than trying to get you out or whatnot. But at the same time, you try to block out the names that are coming to the plate. You're trying to really focus on the catcher throwing strikes, no matter who it is up there at bat. But at the same time, it's fun seeing the guys from last year. The time we'd come into town or they'd come here or whatnot. I'd all say hi and shake their hands, give them a big old hug and stuff like that. Say, hey, miss you guys or whatnot. But you're my friend now. But once 7:05 comes, we're not friends. But then once the game ends, then we can become friends again. So it's always fun facing old teammates, because that competitive edge, that competitive nature always takes over a little bit, and you really want to beat them, more than other teams, just because they're your friends, and the next day you can talk trash to them, stuff like that. Say, hey, I beat you, or yeah, you guys got me, for the better that day.
In this kind of a situation, and maybe there isn't really an answer, who do you think has the advantage? You as a pitcher because you know them as hitters, or them because they know you as pitcher?
I'd almost say it's pretty equal. Because all of last year, all the guys in the team, they know exactly how my pitches move. But on the other hand, the old saying in baseball is, good pitching beats good hitting, any day of the week. So it's kind of a toss up. Pitchers sometimes have better days than others. Last night wasn't the exact result that I wanted. But it's one of those things that it happens sometimes.